Yeah, I've decided to restart my YouTube channel. 2019 is my video year. I want to learn as much as I possibly can about video. I've had a few messages asking why I stopped making videos, and quite honestly I think it was just because my planning was off. My passion wasn't there for a daily vlog. I didn't have the time to edit and make it look the way I wanted it to. So I decided to tackle this second installation of my attempted video a little bit differently. I decided to rather focus on doing one video a week. So one video a week gives me some time to plan and make sure that whatever I put out is what I want it to be and not rushed, because it's a daily thing. The first few months is just going to be trial and error. I know it's not easy finding your voice, or my voice, or any kind of voice when it comes to video, and but I'm very excited. It's going to be a complete different approach to last year, and yeah, it's actually on my goals list for 2019 is to put out a video every week. I got this really nice diary from Amber for Christmas last year, so I sat down and I started making all my lists. But this year I'm going to just make my way back into a good healthy routine. Amber just launched a business which is super exciting. It's called Wildflower. She'll be delivering plant-based meals and within the Cape Town area, so that's very exciting. She's already done her first deliveries, so she's in a good space with that. I'm learning a lot in my own personal capacity, and I'm hoping to share that as much as I can through my videos over the next year, or however long I get the vlog to be. Yeah, I would actually like to start my channel with an edit video. I'll be editing in Adobe Camera Raw. I got some good feedback on my previous editing video, so I'm going to do another one. So yeah, hold on, it's coming right now. Okay, let's jump straight into it. I am going to be editing this shot from a shoot I did with Cara Hudson a little while ago. I like this shot just because of the little bit of a light hit that I get there and the details in the hair. I shot this on my 5D Mark III with a 50 1.8. Here's all the metadata if you want to see. Okay, to start off I'm going to find a preset that I like, which I really like the Superior at the moment. Let's see, Superior. Or we can go for an Ektar. That's quite nice. I like the Ektar. Let's see, Ektar 100. Considering I shot at ISO 100, it's usually nice to keep it in line with the ISO that you actually shot. Another option would be the gold. Okay, kind of like the gold. Alright, so I'm going to take from there, and I'm just going to play with the sliders. See how I can make this photo pop. I like slightly less contrast. It's already pretty warm, but I like adding a little bit of extra warmth just for good measure. And then we can play with these sliders, the shadows, just to bring out the detail that I might have lost with a preset, and then also the highlights just to see what happens. I like it slightly brighter, so I think I'm going to push the highlights up a little bit, just comparing that to where we started. I really like it. So now what I want to do is I want to grab a brush. I don't have my Wacom, so I'll be using the trackpad on my Mac. I'm going to try and just kind of separate Cara from the background a little bit, and let's see if we do that, maybe like that. And I'm just going to up the size of my brush, so as you can see it just kind of darkens the background a little bit. If you press Y you will get a mask so you can see what you're coloring, and then you just kind of go around. I just go a bit of a wider brush stroke, and then I just kind of go in and add in a little bit of detail. I like using a softer brush with a bit of feather, just so I don't have those hard edges, and it also helps if you're going over the subject a little bit, just to make sure that the impact isn't that much. Okay, let's quickly have a squeeze at that. If you press Alt, you also get the erase brush, which lets you undo what you've painted in. So let's just have a look at that. I like that. I see that there are a few spots here and there that I've missed, which I'll just kind of add in just like that. And there. Okay, I think that's good. Let's compare that to where we started. It's a minimal up, but I really like it so far. I feel that it's got a bit of a cinematic feel, so I'm happy. I just want to have a look at the white balance. I usually like what the auto does or the presets do. I think that's a bit too blue. I'm going to go as shot, which it was, I probably shot it at daylight. So I think I'm going to stick to that. I like that. Okay, let's have a look at the effects, which is the grain. This is obviously the grain that comes with the preset. Then looking at the detail, we can press Alt and have a look at the amount of sharpening that happens as well. We can zoom in just for a closer look. Zoom out a little bit just to see the sharpening. If you press Alt, you push up the sharpening, get a bit of a look in black and white, and then with your radius, your details and your masking, you can see how much sharpening is applied and where it is applied. I usually just like it for the detailed stuff, so with my masking I'll just go and hold Alt for my masking, and then just drop it until the sharpening only happens in the detailed areas. So that looks good. So looking at that versus that, it's a minimal change, which is nice because I'm always trying to keep my edits as natural as possible, but just give it a bit of a cinematic feel. So what would be nice now is to go and grab a radial brush, add a bit of, maybe just enhance that flare that we've got going there, which we can do like that. And then push the temperature up a little bit, and then we've got something that looks like that. I am in two minds about cropping it. Even though we're shooting it, I shot this for Instagram, I think if I had to crop it, I might lose too much of the environment, but that also looks quite nice. Cool. So that's what I'm going to do on Camera Raw, and I'm just going to copy this over onto my phone and then just do a quick retouch there as well, which I will also show you. And now that I've imported it to my phone, just a quick airdrop from my laptop to my phone, I can do a few minor changes on my built-in editor, which is usually just the dramatic filter. I really like what it does to the image. It still looks very natural, but it gives it that moody feel. My next step is usually just to go through some of these sliders. I feel like the shadows are a bit harsh with the dramatic filter, so I can maybe just do that, and maybe just drop the saturation a slight bit more, just like that. And looking at the light, the highlights can maybe drop a little bit just to get that back. There we go. Okay, what I would do now is I'd save that, and I would go into lens distortions, where I would pull up that same image and just give it a bit of a light hit just to make it a little more interesting. From there I would make sure, there we go, and I just make sure that the opacity is dropped just slightly, just so it looks a little more natural. That looks good. And then you just save the image. Now that image is just going to save back into your photos, where you can see your changes. I've got 3 copies of this just because I've already messed around with one. But yeah, I hope you like my video, my little tutorial, and yeah, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, please like. This is just the first of many to come, and yeah, I'm excited to get my video ball rolling again.